My name is Olivia Resch with Senior Benefits Services. We are a captive insurance agency that partners with senior marketing specialists. I am here to talk about what to look for in Downline Agents, the Part 2 series with Matt McVeigh. Over the past 8 years, I have spent my time at Senior Benefits Services as our Director of Growth and Agency Development. So I do two things. One, I hire for our captive agent force, and two, I actually run a sales team myself. So when you are considering growing either your agency or looking at growing your footprint, I would always encourage you to start with what your goals are. The thing that I would challenge you to think about first is your goal really retention and referrals, or is your goal really growth? What direction you go really depends on those two factors. Are you really looking for W-2 type individuals? So people that would be on a payroll system that you would be responsible paying a base pay with bonuses, or maybe just a base pay and great benefits as well? Or are you really looking for an LOA type situation where you would be more focused on commission and there would be more freedom and flexibility? There are pros and cons to both, absolutely. With W-2 type individuals, those are obviously going to have to be a little bit more structured. You're going to have to dictate more of what their time looks like and supply them with people to talk to. In the LOA model, there can be a lot more freedom and flexibility in that. At that point, if I was looking for LOA, I would go, hey, I'm more focused on growth. I'm going to teach them how to prospect. I'm going to help them with some leads. But at the end of the day, I don't have to dictate what their 40-hour week looks like. On the W-2 model, really you got to be looking for a commitment and managing those individuals. Whenever you're really comparing the W-2 model versus the LOA model, regardless of which pathway you go, this is going to be more of a financial responsibility to you than what Matt discussed in part 1. There's just going to be more expenses that come along with it. Regardless of what direction you go here, you're probably going to have to spend some money on leads for these individuals. You're probably going to have to spend more time training for these individuals. Now, the upside of this is that you can set what you want their payment to look like, right? You can take a cut of every commission that they bring in. Maybe that's a percentage. You can set a base pay. Maybe that's a percentage overall of what their growth is. You can set up these bonus structures however you want. So there is the opportunity to actually make some money based off of how you set up their payment. But you are most likely going to have to pay more up front, and it may take a while to get some of your return back. So once you figure out what you are actually looking for, if that's a W-2 LOA type model, one of the things that I would do is sit down and actually think about what is important in this person. I recently went through the exercise where I wrote down 10 traits that I value in my employees that are focused on sales. Those things can be as simple as communication. They can be entrepreneur focused. They could be goal oriented. Whenever I start interviewing individuals, I'm going to write those traits down and I'm going to score them 1 through 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the best. And I'm going to rank them on those things. And at the end of the day, whoever scores the highest is the person I want on my team. This exercise has changed totally how we hire, and we're able to hire better individuals because it removes the bias of it. So once you figure out what direction you want to go and what those traits are most important to you, this is the most difficult part, finding that right person. One thing I always encourage people to do is to be patient. Don't hire the first person that you find, because your time as an entrepreneur is so valuable. If you take a majority of your time and invest it in this person that doesn't work out, it was a huge waste. Be patient and wait for that right person. But where do you find these people at, right? The first thing that I do anytime I'm looking to hire is I let my inner circle know. I'm telling my spouse, I'm telling my family, I'm telling my best friends, I'm telling people that I network with, hey, we're looking for a new agent in this area. Do you know anybody? Next, I would start going to those businesses that you work with. So much of this industry is involved with working with other business owners and other entrepreneurs. So all those people that I work with on a weekly basis, maybe that's my networking group, maybe that's that strategic alliance or that partnership that I have with the pharmacy, I'm letting them know that I'm trying to help more Medicare beneficiaries. We're looking for people. The other thing that I always do is I'm not afraid to teach somebody how to get into this space. I don't necessarily go out and look for individuals that are already licensed. Of course, that's great. But when I do that, I'm able to teach people how I want my business to be ran, right? I get to teach them how we do things at this organization. So I'm also not afraid of early talent. And what I mean by that are people that are young, fresh college graduates. I always love partnering with colleges and campuses. Most of these universities, if that's a community college or if that's a big university in your backyard, have a sales program. We work in the best space on earth because there's residual income in this space, right? To be able to talk to somebody that's a fresh college graduate and say, hey, there's an opportunity where you make a sale on this Tuesday afternoon, you're going to get paid, and then you're going to get paid every year after that for the rest of their lives. It's a huge, huge recruiting component. I also do a ton of recruiting online, right? It's a free billboard. If you're not on LinkedIn, would highly encourage you to be. You can easily set up a job posting there, have a badge that says now hiring. You can also see people that have a badge that says open to work. Huge benefit. Indeed, another great source, absolutely free to post on, and you can actually receive applicants instantly for that. But tons of great stuff online that's absolutely free. In conclusion, if you need help, call our good friends here at Senior Marketing Specialists. They are absolutely ready to help you grow your agency and accomplish your goals for 2025.